Weight Watchers Wednesday. Why do I throw out that like it's building up to something like free purses? It's not, it's just me talking. Awkward, that's me. So I actually filmed the video last week to put up and then got busy and didn't put it up. And I was like, oh, I could just put that up. And I was like, no, I have updates to say. So I am currently on, what week am I on? I think week 7 of Weight Watchers. Let's just check my log. Table view. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, week 7. Yeah, you're welcome. That was fun for you to watch, right? So I made it through the holidays. So I want to talk about 2 things, the holidays and lessons learned. So the holidays, I gave myself a pass on any family meals. The reason why I did that is I believe that Weight Watchers for me is going to be a lifetime commitment. Obviously, left to my own devices, I eat all the cheese and all the deep fried and all the deliciousness. So it's not something, it's not a fad diet that I can just do and then stop. Like, it's going to be something that I have to do for the rest of my life. 1 second. The toilet was in my shot. You don't necessarily want to look at that. So I gave myself a pass in the holidays. The week before the holidays, I had lost 0.1 pound. During the holidays, during Christmas week, I gained 0.2, and during the New Year's week, I gained 0.8. I was actually incredibly pleased with these numbers because I drank the wine, I ate the cheese, ate the mashed potatoes. Now when I made my family mashed potatoes, I instinctively lightened up the recipe and used Greek yogurt and light cream cheese and no butter? Little, or maybe just a little bit of butter. You can't make mashed potatoes with a little bit of butter. I miss butter. It's one of the things that I'm like, it's not worth the points, but it's so good. So I was quite pleased with these gains. I expected a little bit of a gain. What it made me curious is, what did I gain in past years? If I was doing my Weight Watchers in between, I think both weeks I got 3 blue dots. I could have absolutely done better. There was a potato chip fail one night when I was like, I'm gonna cut a bitch if I don't get some potato chips. There was the President's Choice Candy Cane Fudge Crackle Ice Cream. Now, non-scale victory, I haven't actually eaten the whole tub yet, and I'm a little worried that it's gonna go freezer burny before I eat it because it's 11 points for half a cup, and half a cup is a sad amount of ice cream. Like, so sad. I have a picture on my phone of it. I don't know if I posted it on Connect or not, but I'll post it here. So yeah, so I was very pleased with how I did. The week after the holidays, I did awesome. I got, after New Year's Day, I didn't get a blue dot on New Year's Day. A blue dot is if you eat in your healthy eating range from 27 points to 37 points. I'm allotted 30 points a day and 35 weeklies. At my current weight of 166.6 is what I weighed in last, and I started this journey at about 175. So I'm getting close to the 10-pound mark. I don't actually see a difference yet, but other people say they do, and I think that's kind of them to say it. So I got 6 blue dots last week, and my loss was 3 pounds, and I was so happy with that, and I was like, fuck, this program totally works. Son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to keep doing it. Like, the blue dots are important. Then last night, so that was the holidays. I was pretty proud of myself. Like, I only had 1 helping of each meal. That was my role. I can put as much as on my plate the first round, but there would be no second round. Because often, I don't know if you've heard, it takes 20 minutes for your stomach to tell your brain that you're full. So you just keep eating because there's people there and they're socializing. Another thing that I don't currently do in Weight Watchers, and I don't recommend this is a personal choice, is I don't count my wine. I, on average, drink about a bottle of wine a week. That is not that much compared to any other, like, white girl who lives in the suburbs. And oh, there's my eyeballs. And as long as I continue to lose weight, even if it's slowly, I'm totally okay with losing it slowly. I'm not going to count my wine and my points. As soon as I stop losing weight or I start consistently gaining weight and I realize, and I am getting my blue dots with my food, then I'm not going, then I will start counting my wine or cutting back on it or something until I lose weight again. I also don't count the milk and 3/4 of a teaspoon that I put in my tea in the morning because that's another thing that brings me great joy. And again, this is a personal choice. And it's one of those things that if it stops me from losing weight by just changing the food I intake, then I will start counting it. I'll be so much hungrier though if I count those. That'll be sad. But yeah, so that's a personal choice. You do you. Weight Watchers does not recommend this. This is just something because they bring me great joy. Like sitting down with a glass of wine and a girlfriend brings me so much more joy than eating a whole bag of potato chips on a Tuesday by myself on my couch while watching Netflix. So like life balance. I want to be skinny, but I also want to be happy. And it's really more about being healthy. My whole idea of this is I want to be healthy. Okay, so lessons learned. Planning. When you're on Weight Watchers, you don't really get to do spur of the moment dinners because you make poor choices. My weigh-ins are Mondays, so that's when all my points reset, so I get my new weeklies. I'm -5 on my weeklies right now because last night my husband came home all adorable and said, babe, I want to take my Christmas money and I want to take you out for dinner. And I don't remember how he asked, but like I melted into a puddle of goo. Saying that, my husband is not romantic and I don't often melt. Mostly I'm like, can you empty the dishwasher? Can you help me with laundry? Like, I don't feel like cooking tonight. Do you want to just go grab something? Like, he doesn't often ask me out on a date. It felt special when we went to the restaurant. We had an incredibly intelligent conversation about the world and society and the things that people on dates talk about, as opposed to a married couple being like, so we have to make an appointment at the bank if we're going to want to do this. And like, your mom called me because you haven't called her in a while. Like this. So we went to State and Main, which is one of my favorite restaurants. And I ate all the points, like all of them. Like there's not a point left in the entire world. And the part that baffles me is I made such better choices than I would have made in the past. So how many flippin' points was I eating a day before? I wish I had taken a week and eaten normally and seen how many points. I probably would have been eating like 60 or 70 points a day, which is hence why I'm chubby. So I'm gonna put a picture of it. The only thing I took a picture of was this tomato soup, this tomato bacon soup, and it came with these little tiny crostinis with cheese melted on them to dip in your tomato bacon soup. It's so good. I couldn't finish it, and I only ate 3 of the crostinis as opposed to like the 8 provided. Then we also ordered their lettuce wraps, no cilantro. I don't like the cilantro. And I ate 3/4 of that, Nathan ate 1/4 of it, and then we got pretzel sticks with the dip, and I ate 1 of those. Nathan ate, I think we say, oh, my dog's trying to come in. No, Bella, no, not right now, hold please. And my entire dinner, let me just look up the point. So yeah, so Nathan ate the most of the pretzel sticks. On Tuesdays, it's buy one appetizer, get one free, so you basically like each one's 50% off. The lettuce wraps, it was so much food. I didn't expect them to be that much food. And next time I would just get that for dinner and skip all the other foods that I bought. Oh God. So my dinner alone was 44 points. 44, I get 30 a day. My dinner that was actually healthier choices than I would normally make there was 44 points. That is like almost 2 days worth of calories according to the Weight Watchers program. So lessons learned, look up the food, put in the points before you go to the restaurant. It absolutely takes some of the fun out of eating out, but if I want to make a change in my life and I want my jeans not to hurt my waistband anymore and I want to buy smaller clothing, then this is just a reality and something I have to do. And lesson learned. And this meal was so good and it was so nice. And I'm going to have meals like this every so often, and all I need to do is track it, forget it, and move on. Like go to the gym and burn some more calories there. So yeah, that's my story about Christmas. Mostly I just told you all I did was eat, but I had so many good days in between, and I'm aiming for a blue dot every single day this week to make up for that, and a lot of the days eating at 27 points as opposed to like 33 points, aiming lower. Now I have girls book club tonight, so I'm saving points. I had a breakfast sandwich this morning that I made, and right now I actually have an enchilada bake that's 9 points in the oven, and I'm trying to save about 10 points for book club tonight so that I can eat a tiny bit of everything. I'm hoping there's like a vegetable option that my friend puts out. So yeah, so lessons learned there. Delicious things cost all the points. It's just true. Like, not that, and I also have learned, it's not that I'm an unhealthy cook. Like when I cook, I don't cook unhealthy. Like what I made today for 9 points, I would have made that before. That's something I would have made before. I put the same amount of cheese on it. I actually put a little bit more cheese on it because I had I could, because of the lot of points, so I'm like, well, it's gonna taste better. But the portions, it's a 13 by 9 pan that I'm making this enchilada break, and I'm gonna insert a picture of it right now. And before I would have eaten like a 1/6 of it, or even a 1/4 of it, and now I get to eat an 1/8 of it, and I'm gonna put a little bit of avocado on top. And not the whole damn avocado, no, I don't get to do that anymore. A 1/4 of it, which is apparently a serving of an avocado, which makes me sad. So yeah, so that's it for this video. That's enough of me rambling. I think my next video I'm gonna talk about my favorite Weight Watchers tools. And then I'll also tell you about my weigh-in on Monday, because I'm interested to see how much last night's meal affects my weigh-in. I'm not expecting a 3-pound loss. I'll be happy if I don't gain after that meal. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I wish you luck in your journey. If you're thinking about signing up for this program, I really think it's great, and I honestly think it does work. I have not felt deprived like those Oprah commercials where she's like, I've eaten pasta and tacos and everything. She doesn't sound like that. I can't sound like Oprah. I'm not UO. But she's right. I don't feel deprived, and you got to track it and move on. Just make sure you are tracking every single day, because when you stop tracking and you're not looking things up, that's when you get off the rails. Okay, actually stopping talking now. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.